Hello and blessings. My name is Rama. This is a 30-minute level 1-2 functional Hatha flow. Now you might notice at some point throughout this video, there will be a cat walking into the frame. There will be the sounds of chickens and maybe a little light construction. There you go. In the background, that's just the natural life here in Bali. So throughout this session, not only make it your intention to adapt this practice as you need, adjusting, modifying to fit your own body, but also as much as possible, see if you can focus more just on your own practice, less so on the enjoyable sounds around. We'll begin today's session by coming down into a deep squatting position. Ideally, the heels are flat. If you need to, you can always tuck something underneath the heels for comfort. We'll start first with a little gentle mobility work for the hips. Taking the right hand to the right knee, focus on pulsing, pressing the right knee away from you and letting it return back to the starting position. Doing this for about 30 seconds. You can use either your right hand, or if it's a little difficult to extend the right arm all the way, you can do the same movement with the right elbow. You'll notice that in my body, it feels best to roll to the outside edge of my working foot. Gently release and switch sides. Left hand, left knee, pressing it away from the body. Again, using the option that is most suitable for your personal practice. Taking just one more moment, working to create a little more opening through the hips. Releasing the left hand, planting both palms flat on the floor. Straighten through your legs. Find a semi-wide leg, standing forward fold. Any position with the hands is welcome. Allow your head to relax, your spine to elongate. Take this time not to pull the body deeper, but just to notice the natural length through the legs and the spine. Taking one more moment. Maybe shaking your head lightly side to side. Find a way to release some tension from the neck. Find a slight bend in your knees, strong legs. With an inhalation, rolling the body up, one vertebrae at a time. Chin lifting last. Join me in standing. Bring the feet a little tighter, about hip distance apart. Take an inhalation to reach the arms up. Interlace the fingers, lengthen towards the sky. With your exhalation, gently bending towards the right side. Deep breaths here. You don't need to go to your full depth. Just work to breathe with the ribs, finding a light lengthening through the left side body. Next inhalation, come back to center. Find length. Exhaling off toward the left. 2 more breaths. Maybe practicing with the eyes closed. Smooth inhalation carries you back to center. Exhale, drawing the hands down to heart center. Release your arms alongside the body and take a step to the top of your mat. Join me in standing about 6 inches from the top, arms relaxing alongside the body. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, bring the hands to heart center. Inhale, reach the arms up, find length, open the chest. Exhale, folding forward from the hips, palms flat. Stay here for a moment and breathe. Try to position yourself in such a way that the hands are beside the feet, fingertips in line with the top of the toes, bending the knees as much as you need to get the palms of the hands flat on the floor. Now your next inhalation, step the right leg way back, right knee is down, lift the chest, hold the breath, step back to plank position. Focus on pushing the back of your heart up towards the sky and squeezing the glutes nice and strong. The exhalation, lower the knees, lower the chest, bring the forehead down. Inhale, slide the body forward and up, gentle back bend, keep drawing the shoulders down and back. Tuck the toes, exhale, find your first downward facing dog. Staying here for a few moments, Maybe pedaling through the heels, swaying the hips, maybe giving the head a light shake, adding any micro movements that feel good for the body. One more breath before we move forward. The next inhalation, step your right foot all the way between the hands, lower the left knee down, lift the chest. Exhale, stepping to the top of your mat, relax the head and neck. Inhale, reach the arms forward, up, slightly back. Again, open the chest. Exhale, relaxing the arms alongside the body. The same thing on the left. Take a breath in. Exhale, bring the hands to heart center. Inhale, reach the arms up, open the chest. Exhale, fold forward and down, palms flat on the mat. Moving along, the inhalation carries your left leg back, left knee is down, lift the chest. Hold the breath, find plank position, strong core, strong shoulders. Exhale, lower the knees, the chest, forehead down. Inhale, slide the body forward and up. Keep the elbows hugging alongside the ribs. Tuck the toes, exhale, downward facing. Move along, the next inhalation carries your left foot all the way forward. Right knee is down, lift the chest, feel length through your right hip flexor. Exhale, standing forward fold, relax the head and neck. Inhale, reach the arms forward, up, slightly back, engage the glutes. Exhale, relaxing the arms alongside the body. If you're comfortable with the sequence, try these next few rounds with the eyes closed. Take a breath in. Exhale, the hands to heart center. Inhale, reach the arms up, open the chest. Exhale, fold forward and down, palms flat. Inhalation, send the right leg back, knee is down, lift the chest. Hold the breath, step back to plank position. Exhale, lower knees, chest, forehead. Inhale, slide the body forward. Tuck the toes. Exhale, hips up and back. Smooth inhalation carries the right foot all the way forward. Left knee is down. And exhale, step to the top of your mat, forward fold. Inhale, reaching the arms forward, up, slightly back. Exhale, relax the arms alongside the body. Take an inhalation. Exhale, bring the hands to heart center. Inhale, reach the arms up, open the chest. Exhale, fold forward and down, palms flat. Inhalation, stepping the left leg back, knee is down, chin lifted. Hold the breath, find plank position. Exhale, lower knees, chest, forehead down. Inhale, slide the body forward, your gentle back bend. Tuck the toes, exhale, hips up and back. Smooth inhalation, left foot all the way forward, right knee is down, chin lifted. Exhale, standing forward fold, relax the head. Inhale, reach the arms forward, up, slightly back. Exhale, relaxing the arms alongside the body. Changing up the sequence slightly. Start the same, deep breath in. Exhale, the hands to heart center. Try to keep your elbows lifted, palms pressing together. Inhale, reach the arms up and back, opening the chest. Exhale, fold forward and down, palms flat. Inhalation, stepping the right leg way back. Now this time, rotate all 10 toes off towards the left side, inhaling to reach the left arm up. Ideally here, you're on the knife side edge of both feet, the pinky side edge, just like that functional movement piece we did at the start of our session. Choose to stay as you are with the hips nice and high, reaching the left hand towards the sky. Or maybe play with the movement. See what it feels like to sink the hips, reaching your left hand towards the back of your space. Might feel nice instead to keep the hips high and reach the left arm alongside the left ear. One more moment wherever you are. Next inhalation, coming back to our low lunge, framing the front foot. Hold the breath, plank position. Exhale, lower knees, chest, and forehead down. Inhale, slide the body forward, open the chest. Exhale, push the hips up and back, downward facing. Take a few moments to breathe. Maybe pet the cat if you have one around. Stretching and resting, moving on in just a moment. Preparing to move forward. Next inhalation, step the right foot to the top of your space, lower the left knee down. This time as you exhale, straightening through the right leg, folding forward. Find a modified split. The idea is to experience length through the backside of the right leg. And ideally here, the spine is as long as possible. Hands could be on some yoga blocks if you need. Think about leading forward with the navel as opposed to rounding and leading with your forehead. Taking just one more moment in this position. The next inhalation, come back to your low lunge. Exhale, standing forward fold. Relax the head and neck. Inhale, reach the arms forward, up, slightly back. Exhale, relax the arms alongside the body. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, bring the hands to heart center. Inhale, reach the arms up, opening the chest. Exhale, folding forward and down, palms flat. Smooth inhalation, stepping the left leg back. And again, rotate all 10 toes, this time off towards the right side. Inhaling to reach the right arm up. About 5 breaths in this position. Again, feel free to play with the movement. Find what feels good for your body. Moving along in one moment more. Next inhalation, framing your front foot, find that low lunge. Hold the breath, step back to plank position. Exhale, lower knees, chest, and forehead. Inhale, slide the body forward. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a few moments. Child's pose is always an option. My personal preference would be to hold the static position and focus on externally rotating through the shoulders. That means think about wrapping the outside edges of your armpits down towards the mat. Taking just one more moment here, join us in downward facing if you are in child's pose. Next inhalation, stepping the left foot to the top of your space, lowering the right knee down. Exhale to straighten through the left leg, find your modified split. The idea with this fold is we think about first thing to contact the leg, abdomen on the thigh, eventually chest on the knee, chin on the shin, and depending on your anatomy, maybe the toes between the eyes. Next inhalation, coming back to our low lunge. Exhale, step to the top of your space. Relax the head and neck. Inhale, reach the arms forward, up, slightly back. Exhale, relaxing the arms alongside the body. Stand still, maybe separating the feet for balance. Take a few moments to notice the subtle changes in your body. Preparing for some standing balance. Eyes can gently open, hands relaxing alongside the body. Starting first with tree pose. We'll shift our weight over to the right foot. Left foot can come either to the ankle, to the calf, or all the way up on the right thigh. Basically anywhere except for the right knee. Arms begin alongside the body. When you're ready, bring the hands to heart center. Keep the core engaged, tailbone tucking under. It might help to keep a steady focal point, gazing, giving all your attention to one location. Choose to stay or inhale to reach your arms up overhead. Any modifications or variations are welcome. One of my favorite positions from tree pose is to add a lateral bend. The left arm would relax down towards the left knee, lift and find length through the right arm. Gently exhale as you hinge toward the left side. Challenging balance here. One more moment wherever you are. Next inhalation, bring the hands back to center. Exhale, draw the hands down to the heart. Arms alongside the body. Bring your left knee to the front. Straighten the left leg and keep it there. Left foot is flexed, knee is nice and strong. Try to keep your navel pulling in, chest is nice and proud. One more inhalation. Exhale, relaxing the left leg. Switching sides, weight shifts over to the left foot. Right foot finds its favorite location. When you're ready, arms begin alongside the body. Moving second position, hands to heart center. Find your balance, choose to stay or play with your tree pose. Any option that works for you. Two more breaths in this position. The next inhalation carries you all the way back up. Exhale, hands draw down to heart center. Arms alongside the body. Bring the right knee to the front. Straighten the right leg. Keep it as high as you can. Core is engaged. Super strong through the right leg. One more inhalation. And exhale, gently lowering it down. Sinking the hips, find a squatting position, setting up for our crow pose. Now, a few options. You can choose to hold static crow, which I'll assume you know how to do. There are many other videos that I've uploaded to YouTube. Or we can find some crow walks. This movement, we're traveling to the back of our mat, then traveling to the front of our mat, using crow as the vehicle to take us there. We would start by setting up for our classical crow and then setting the feet down a little farther behind than we normally would. Resetting the hands, finding balance once more, setting the feet down a little farther. In this way, traveling towards the back of our space. Once you make your way to the back, moving forward. Forward can be a little bit more challenging. We plant the hands slightly forward, a little bit farther than we usually would, shifting into our crow pose, and then this time trying to lift the hips as you set the feet down between the hands. Again, reset the crow, reach the hands forward, find your posture, setting the feet down between the hands, taking your own time to come all the way back to the top of your mat. Once you reach the top, we'll stay here for a few breaths. Don't worry if you're still working on that traveling version. Meeting together at the top of our space, setting the feet down, find Malasana. Bring the hands to heart center, pushing knees into elbows, elbows into knees, and drawing the palms down towards the mat. Keep the chest as lifted as you can. Very proud posture. Beautiful. Reach the arms out in front. See if you can sink the hips, sitting down, sending the legs long, lying down on your back. Take a few moments, short Shavasana. Let your breath to relax. Notice any changes in the body. Beautiful. Next inhalation, bring the legs together. Reach the arms overhead. Find length from toes to fingertips. As you release, completely relax. The next inhalation, bring the knees towards the chest, hands around the shins, maybe lightly rocking the body side to side. Feeling a gentle massage through the muscles around the lower back. Might feel good to paint some circles with the knees, a few times in one direction, a few times in the other direction. Take this time to move in whatever way feels most comfortable for the body. Beautiful. Take the hands under the knees, start to rock yourself forward and backwards. Trying to do it slowly at first, eventually picking up the speed, picking up the range of motion. Rolling all the way forward towards a squatting position, all the way backwards towards plow pose. One more time, rocking forward and backward until you eventually shift far enough forward that you find your squat. Plant the hands, step the feet back, plank position. Take a deep inhalation together. Exhale slowly, lowering all the way down, relaxing on your abdomen. Setting up for a cobra pose variation, take the fingertips just outside your yoga mat. With an inhalation, lifting the chest, lifting the chin. Try to keep your feet together to protect the lower back. Adding some gentle movement here. Inhalation, lifting the chest. Exhalation, dip your right shoulder down towards the ground, gazing behind you over the left shoulder. Inhale, lift all the way back up. Exhale, switch sides, dip the left shoulder down to the mat. Inhale to lift. Exhale, again with the right side. Inhaling through center. Exhaling toward the left. Inhale, come back up through center. And exhale, lower all the way down. Plant the hands underneath the shoulders. Tuck the toes. Your exhalation, push the body all the way up. Find plank position. Exhale, send the hips back. Downward facing dog. Bring the feet together at the back of your space. Smooth inhalation, reach the right leg up and back. Three-legged dog, you can choose to stay in the static position or maybe find a light pulse with your right leg. Lifting the right leg up towards the sky, while at the same time the left heel is actively pushing down. Should feel lots of length moving through the left hamstring. One more inhalation. Exhale, step the right foot to the top of your space. Moving to Skandasana with the back leg bent. We'll rotate both feet off towards the left side and then bending through the left leg as you extend through the right. Take a few breaths in this position. Any modifications are welcome. Maybe finding a bind, reaching both arms around your left leg. Maybe finding a lateral bend. The right hand would come to your right foot. Left arm reaches overhead towards the right foot. Taking a few moments wherever you are. One more full breath. Next inhalation, lifting all the way back up, meeting in Skandasana. Now we're coming around to that lizard pose, what we call lounging lizard. We've done this one before. The transition starts by bending the right leg, straightening the left as you bring both hands to the top of your mat. Now the left hand stays planted. Both feet rotate 180 degrees off towards the right side. Right arm is reaching all the way up. This is a familiar position. We'll sink the hips and reach towards the back of our space. Now, transitioning between these 2 points, moving back to Skandasana, nice and smooth. Inhale, reach the right arm up, lifting the hips, rotate all 10 toes, 180 degrees. Find Skandasana, bending the left knee at the back of our space. Moving again to lounging lizard, dragging both hands, switching the bend in the legs, rotate the toes, and reach towards the back of your mat. So do it a few more times. Inhale, reaching the right arm, toes rotate, bending through the left leg. Trying to make the movement as dancey, as graceful as possible. If this is difficult, don't worry about it. Just do as best as you can. We'll take one more time, rotating, lounging lizard, and back to Skandasana. Now this time, bringing the hands to the top side of your mat, find low lunge, framing the right foot. Step to plank position, holding the breath, and exhale, lower the knees, chest, and forehead. Inhale, slide the body forward. Exhale, hips lifting up and back, downward facing. Right away, smooth inhalation, reach the left leg up and back. Choose to stay in your three-legged or add those light pulses. Again, work to keep the right heel grounded. Doesn't need to be touching the mat, but just think about pushing it down towards the floor. The right leg is as straight as possible. One more inhalation. Exhale, step to the top of your space. Transitioning to Skandasana, switching the bend in the legs, loading the right leg. We're at the back of our mat. Now again, any modifications, choosing to work with a bind, a lateral bend, or something else entirely. Take a few breaths wherever you are. Moving along, inhale to lift back up, meeting together in Skandasana. Now we're transitioning about 3 times from Skandasana to Lounging Lizard. Again, that transition, both hands are on the mat. I slide them towards the top of my space, keeping the right hand planted. Both feet rotate 180 degrees. Left arm reaches up and back. Lounging Lizard. Moving again. Left arm reaches, toes rotate, changing the bend in the legs. Hands find way to the back of our space. Moving forward. Inhale, reaching left arm. Exhale, sink the hips. A few more times. Inhaling. Exhaling, Skandasana. Once more, move at your own tempo. Again, try and make it as graceful as possible. Meeting together, Skandasana, top side of the mat. We'll take an inhalation, finding low lunge. Hold the breath, plank position. Exhale, lower knees, chest, forehead. Inhale, slide the body forward and up. Tuck the toes. Exhale, lift the hips up and back. Preparing for half pigeon on the right side. Smooth inhalation, right foot comes all the way forward. Think about bringing the right ankle all the way towards the left wrist, lowering the shin, ideally parallel with that top edge of the mat. Take a few moments to stay lifted, pushing both hands into your lead leg. Work to square the pelvis. You'll notice that I like to start my pigeon pose, keeping my back toes tucked under. Whenever you're ready, easing the body forward and down, relaxing into your pigeon pose. You can choose to stay in the classic variation, or maybe challenging yourself with a twist. You can notice the difference. What does it feel like to twist towards the right side? What does it feel like to twist towards the left side? Choosing whichever option feels best for your body. A few more breaths, working to slow the heart rate. Preparing to move along. Next inhalation, lifting the torso back up. Both hands are planted, tuck the toes. Exhale, hips up and back, downward facing. A little pedal through the heels, maybe sway the hips, release some tension. Second side, inhalation, carry the left leg forward. Left foot coming towards the right hand. Exhale, lowering the hips. Again, ideally shin is parallel with the short edge of your mat. Take a few moments to square the pelvis, to lift and lengthen through the spine. When you're ready, finding your more relaxed position. 5 breaths where you are. Again, if you did so on the previous side, perhaps practicing your twist. One more moment for our pigeon pose. Next inhalation, lifting and lengthening. Plant the hands, step back, downward facing. Now smooth inhalation, start to tiptoe the feet towards the top of your space. Find a standing forward fold, maybe taking an inhalation to lift and lengthen, keeping the weight forward over your toes. Exhale, fold forward and down. Relax the head. Compare this forward fold to the one we experienced at the start of our session. Notice how the body has started to open up. Start to gently bend the knees, sink the hips, sit down, and lie down. Relaxing on your back. If there are any extra movements you'd like to take, please feel free before our final relaxation. Once you feel ready, allow yourself to relax into stillness. Allow yourself to focus on the breathing. And remember, regardless of what goes on outside, we are always able to choose our internal environment. How you respond to the outside world is all that matters. Allow yourself to settle into stillness. Please feel free to continue your relaxation a little while longer if you wish. Otherwise, if you feel ready to move on with the day, bring the legs together, arms alongside the body. Inhale, stretching the arms overhead. One last lengthening. And as you release, rolling towards the right side. Pausing for just a moment with the upper arm as a pillow. When you feel ready, pushing your left palm into the mat, making way to a comfortable seated position. Join me with the legs crossed. Closing our session, I'd like to remind you that the external world is crazy. We live in a crazy world where things are not always going to play out exactly the way that we want. However, if you continue to practice yoga asanas, pranayama, meditation, all of these techniques, it allows you to experience yourself as you truly are. And when you truly begin to understand who and what you are, you start to understand that you are capable. You are within control of every single aspect of your life. I thank you all very much for joining me. I hope that the sounds were not too much. I wish you all the best. Om Namah Shivaya. Namaste.